Breaking news, Nigerians. Obasanjo sends a very crucial message to all Nigerians. See what he said that got everybody talking. Welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for this coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Olusegun Obasanjo, a former president, has called for attention to the reasons behind the nation's ongoing agitations and protests and underlined the need for genuine reconciliation on all fronts. The failure to address issues that require urgent attention is the root of most human conflict, according to Obasanjo, who spoke yesterday at the book presentation of Witness to Reconciliation, My Personal Journey Towards Reconciliation in Ogoni by Bishop of Diocese of Sokoto, Matthew Hassan Kuka in Port Harcourt. Peter Obi, a Labour Party presidential candidate, and Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, served as the event host. The former president emphasized throughout his speech that no human conflict can't be handled through communication. He urged the Ogoni people to keep working for peace and reconciliation in order to achieve this. In order to prevent the agitations, Obasanjo stated that the government must have the political will and fortitude to handle urgent issues. He called Kuka meticulous, noting that the book was inspired by its time serving as the chairman of the Ogoni Share Reconciliation Committee and secretary of the Justice Chukwudefo Oputa panel. Obasanjo claims that the purpose of the journey that resulted in the book we are presenting today is not to ignore issues that require attention. This is crucial to any human organization, relationship, or contact. The situation in Ogoni land has gotten worse, especially after the Justice Chukwudefo Oputa panel, in which the topic of Ogoni land's predicament was widely discussed. In his statement, he said, "I believe it was important to keep an eye on it. However, I discovered that the Ogoni people did not have complete faith in the government. Of course, Share was a corporation that no one trusted at all." In his remarks, he said, "Don't ignore a human issue that needs to be addressed, because things will only get worse from here on out. And I think that humans can discuss and settle all conflicts and disagreements between people." He praised Dr. Peter Odili, the former governor of Rivers State, for his collaboration with the federal government and the assistance he provided to Kuka while he was working in Ogoni to make sure that all of the important parties were included in the reconciliation process. In conclusion, Obasanjo noted that reconciliation, mediation, and peacemaking are not one-night stand, but added, unless you can continue persistently, you may not get there at the end of the day, expressing satisfaction that other administrations maintained the endeavor after he and Odili left office. So guys, you've all heard it now. What's your take on this? Olusegun Obasanjo, a former president of Nigeria, has called for attention to the reasons behind the nation's ongoing agitations and protests and underlined the need for genuine reconciliation on all fronts. The failure to address issues that require urgent attention is the root of most human conflicts, according to Obasanjo, who spoke yesterday at the book presentation of Witness to Reconciliation, My Personal Journey Towards Reconciliation in Ogoni by Bishop of Diocese of Sokoto, Matthew Hassan, in Port Harcourt. Peter Obi, a Labour Party presidential contender, and Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, serves as the event's host. The former president emphasized throughout his speech that no human conflict can be handled. Noting communication, he urged the Ogoni people to keep working for peace and reconciliation in order to achieve this. Okay. Someone said here Obasanjo should respect himself and keep quiet this time around, else he will be blamed. He will blame himself for unguided utterances. He should copy from his colleagues who are the former presidents of this great nation, who are father figure to all. What does that mean? Someone just dropped that. And this has been replied. You are the most useless and senseless human being ever. So you cannot comprehend. Okay. You know what is going on here in Nigeria? We have developed a very bad character, you understand, of insulting people. I always say this. If someone says something you do not like, you just have to deal with it and forget about it. That does not mean that you should be insulting the person. It don't make sense. You understand? Instead of you insulting the person, just scroll down. There is no need for all those ones. Because we are just making out things out of nothing, insulting, and we have resolved in fighting ourselves on social media. I might not like what you are saying. I might not like your ideology, but that does not mean that I should come fighting you. That is what you believe. You don't expect people to think the way you think or believe what you believe. That is why we are different as a human being. So guys, I'm dropping it here. You've all heard what Obasanjo have said. He said the government should look into agitations in the country on the line that I think that is the most important thing, the protest. What our Nigerians are yearning for. Look into these issues and say to them, you know, say some people, then they do something, it no matter. I believe that matter. And that's when you say no matter. You leave the matter like that. The matter goes still there like that. You understand? So we have to deal with issues that are really important, urgent. It's very important that should happen. So guys, I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section.